New tonight, the steak you order at a restaurant held together by glue. 7 News reporter Amanda Cost investigating how it's done and exposing the potential health risk. Amanda?
Well, can you tell the difference between these two center-cut fillets? One is legit and the other was pieced together using meat glue. It's a way to cut costs, but we're asking, at what risk? It's white, powdery, and holding one of these two steaks together. Transglutaminase, also known as Activa or meat glue. The powder can bind proteins together, and it's used in some restaurant kitchens. This YouTube video shows the process of making a phony fillet. Sprinkle the meat glue, toss the chunks of meat, wrap it tightly, suck out the air, let it set, and then slice. Meat glue stretches meat supply, saves money, and we found the stick part of the food industry for decades. But at Tony's Market,
it's not what I would want to sell to my customers or what I would want to eat.
Meat glue is not an option here.
Meat glue is not an option for any self-respecting butcher.
However, it can be a legitimate staple used in restaurants, cafeterias, catering, and this dish. A scallop covered in chicken skin, bound by meat glue.
If we didn't have the Activa in it, it would just fall off into the pan.
Chef Ian Kleiman creates unique dishes. His ingredients, including meat glue, are no secret. But
there are some instances in the industry where they use it to, make products that aren't very good. So
basically dupe people.
Yeah, basically dupe people.
We checked, and the Food and Drug Administration says meat glue is generally recognized as safe.
The FDA says it's perfectly safe. It's just, how is it being used?
If you're not safe with it, if you're not practicing, proper procedures, you can certainly get people sick very easily.
For safety reasons, the USDA recommends cooking the inside of a steak to 145 degrees.
But if you've got meats cut together and stuck together, you could have the bacteria on the inside.
So a glued steak served rare or medium rare could be a health hazard.
They're not going to come out and say on the menu that we have a glued steak.
So how can you tell? You may not taste the difference or spot it on the outside. But insiders say the biggest clue is when you cut into the steak.
It should be solid and sliced like it should. If it falls apart when you slice it, that's going to be a warning sign that this has probably been put together wrong.
But with the right equipment in the kitchen, it's nearly impossible to spot a glued steak that's put together by a pro. So which steak is the fake? You may not be able to tell from the outside, but it's actually the one here on the left. And we called around. Restaurants all know what meat glue is, but nobody admitted to using it. We do know it's out there, and the reality is sometimes even the restaurants don't even know that glued meat could come from a supplier. Reporting live, Amanda Cost, 7 News.
Have you been trying to lose weight but just can't? Do you have abdominal cramping and all sorts of issues? This video is to show you what may be going on inside your body by eating meat with meat glue. So the meat glue actually sticks smaller pieces of meat together. So since meat glue binds itself to other meats, it actually does the same thing inside your colon. Can you see in this video which pieces of meat are real and other meat that is bound around it? Of course you can. You're not stupid. So what happens inside your colon? Exactly, it binds to your colon. Studies have shown that it is extremely dangerous and toxic. And what happens when you eat this type of meat that has this meat glue in it? It causes issues inside your body, which makes it difficult to lose weight. In this video, you can see that there are some pieces of meat that are not binded together with meat glue. So do your research, look online and search for meat glue. As you can see in this video here, they have to wear gloves and masks because it's extremely toxic. This meat glue is extracted from pig's blood and other animal fluids to make meats stick together. Now look at this. You can tell, anybody can tell, there are 4 different pieces of meat stuck together with meat glue in this single package here. You are paying premium price for something that is not even premium. I want to eat healthy. I want my family to eat healthy. I want my friends and family to be healthy, but yet the meat industry is doing this. Now you are a very smart person, so look at this video right here and tell me, does this look like a real piece of meat or a bunch of pieces of meat glued together and charging you premium price, even calling it premium and all natural? And how can they get away with calling it premium all natural and charging you premium prices for pieces of meat like this? If you can't lose weight, you keep on gaining weight and your stomach feels awful all the time, there may be a reason for it. It's enzymes in the meat. Well, how about pot roast? Pot roast is a big piece of meat, right? Look at it. Next time you buy some pot roast, look at the meat. You can tell that it's a ton of different scraps of meat glued together with this meat glue that's toxic, selling it to you at premium prices. So this toxic powdered meat glue is found everywhere. Now, how can you tell the difference? Well, look at this video clip right here. You can see that they're using old meat, gluing it to newer meat. And the butchers call it marbling. And the only way that you believe that is if you lost your marbles. Now, what does real meat look like? Look at this. It's muscle fibers. You can actually see the fibers in this meat. Vegans and vegetarians don't eat meat, and they seem to be healthier. Are they healthier because they're not eating meat, or because they're not eating all of this glue? Interesting question. Now look at this. This is real meat. This is real muscle. You can see the muscle fibers. And the safest way of cooking this is in your slow cooker crock pot. What have you learned in your research? Please put them in comments down below. I'll respond to everything on this video because this is important.